Okay, it is a jungle out there. So what type of animal should Jersey try to emulate? And as we look at the natural world, let's take a perhaps light-hearted view at some survival strategies. But I hope by the end of this, you will see some parallels with Jersey and some, I think, important underlying concepts. So a few commonplace, but a few unusual survival strategies, and let's start with this, the keep your head down approach. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a mudfish. When times are tough, for a mudfish, that means a drought. It burrows underground, and it just hunkers down, keeps its head down, and waits for the rains to come again. It may work for the mudfish, perhaps not, though, for ourselves. The fat and happy approach. This wonderful creature lives on, or used to live on, a beautiful island, wonderful environment, lots to eat, and nothing really to scare it. And before you all think I'm talking about Jersey, I'm not, of course. This is the dodo on the island of Mauritius. Became so complacent that when a new primate, very nasty primate, came to the island, it just about walked up and jumped into our cook pots and was extinct within 80 years. So the fat and happy approach, perhaps not for Jersey, although some interesting parallels. The big approach. Many animals in the wild outcompete others just by becoming bigger. On an island that's 5 by 9, perhaps not a strategy that we can adopt. But let's move to those that do make sense for Jersey. These are, of course, our famous meerkats. And you will, I think, be familiar that one of their survival tactics is to be continually on guard. And to echo some comments from just before, I think that the Finance Commission here and Jersey Finance do an excellent job of scanning what's happening out there and making sure we are prepared. But do other areas of Jersey have that same approach to looking outwards? Now, there is a second, and I think equally important survival strategy that meerkats use, and it's this one. They work together. I don't know if you can see that, but here's a group of meerkats taking out a very nasty predator, which is a king cobra. This tactic is called mobbing, and they get together and they take down much larger predators than themselves. So a question for us, I think, is who are Jersey's allies and who are we mobbing with for the future? Specialization approach, perhaps some resonance here for Jersey. What you're looking at is the Madagascar giant hawk-wing moth. And I don't know if you can quite see, but just here is this over a foot-long feeder that it uses, and evolved so that it is the only insect that could feed off this orchid because the orchid's trumpet is a foot long. So it assured its food supply and assured its survival until, of course, global warming came along, and the orchid is now dying out, and with it the hawk-wing moth. So its very specialization that led to it thriving is now causing its extinction. I think that's an important lesson for Jersey.